Right, please, ladies and gentlemen, first race weekend of our first ever one-make race series. Mainly a big thank you to the teams, the drivers that are with us this season. But yeah, good luck, have a good weekend, and thank you again. We're at Silverstone on the Grand Prix Circuit. It's genuinely an inspiring moment, a humbling moment. But we're here and we're going.
So today is the very first Praga Cup race. It's the most Pragas that have ever been on a grid together. It's the first one-make series for Praga in the world. It's a very, very special day for Praga, for VR Motorsport and for all the teams here. Everybody's put a massive effort in to get here.
So we're Mattel Cars, started in 2012, been sort of around about the sort of fringes of the Praga bits for a while. Last year I got more involved helping out CW Performance and Chippy run their car, and then we're always with a view that trying to get involved this year. We're running two cars, so in the number 29 car we've got Chippy Wesmail, who was second in the Praga Cup Championship last year. Dan Gore, who was racing with us in F1000 Monoposto last year, so that's one in the 29 car. And then the 77 car is Charles Hall and myself, so I'll be racing that car as well.
Very fast pairings around, across all the teams, everyone's got pairings that are all really fast. It's going to make for some great racing, I think, especially now we're single make. It's going to be close, it's going to be tight.
10th year of my last ever year racing, so I keep saying I have to stop and do something else in my life. Chippy invited me to join him for this year, and it's a whole different fish. It'll be exciting to be on a competitive session for the first time. I've been out testing with these cars. It's interesting seeing people out testing this whole different thing. It's a race weekend.
Formula Renault back 20, 30 years ago, single seater stuff coming here and there, and then I had an accident on the road, got hit with a drink driver, so broke my legs quite badly and everything else, and then I didn't do anything for 10 years.
Yesterday was the first time that we got the car running spot on, so basically today's the day really.
2021 was really good for myself and Richard Wells, my co-driver. We were fortunate enough to win the championship, and looking forward to the 2022 season with the Praga.
It's been a while since we were in the cars, so yeah, get back into it is super exciting. I think there'll be some bits and pieces that we need to learn throughout the season as well, but it's just getting those consistent finishes, I think, like we did last year, and saw what happened really. So that's the game plan at the moment.
We took the decision we wanted to more part of the Praga programme, more than we already were, and we wanted to try and support the championship by having our own cars. So obviously we've kept with Richard and Alex, but we've taken on two cars as well for arrive and drive, and that in itself is an exciting prospect as a team's point of view.
I'm Shane Kelly, and I'm professional racing driver for the University of Wolverhampton and team mentor. What we set out to do back in 2014 was a motorsport engineering course. There's a lot of motorsport engineering courses around, but for us it was having a professional outfit inside the university where young engineers can learn with consistency and for a proper race team. So we have students from foundation course in university, level 4, 5 and 6, and even moving into masters next year. So a mixture of students, everyone has a role. We have tyre technicians, we have data technicians, car technicians, so right through the whole team. So Praga have offered some affiliation to work through Praga, from some certification for students who work with Praga, and that's brilliant for us. That's good for their CVs and moving through. So that again, that rounded engineer we talk about, that's just strings to the bow,
Is a extra part of the course that we can choose to be on. So I applied and looked a bit in. I did it last year doing F3, where we won the championship, and then this time now we've got the Praga. So it's a few different challenges. The cars are quite similar, but again, they do have differences. We can alter different things, and we're hoping to get on the grid with this, which is it's a bigger grid, so it's going to be more competition, more to sort of work towards and try and push through the grid and get hopefully another high place.
Well, I'm Gary Horner. I own Arden Motorsport. Yeah, we've raced in all the categories, right up to F2. and we have a racing academy too, YRDA, which we take young drivers from kart racing and school them in the development into car racing. Sergio Perez, Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz Jr., Latifi. We've got quite a few on the Formula One grid at the moment that have come through various categories of Arden. So yeah. We got to meet the Praga people. We met Vincent, and I think it's just a very nice car. It's a very nice concept of car, very professionally put together, and good for young drivers. So this weekend we've got two of our drivers in the car. So Alex Connor is a young driver who's coming through the ranks, did F4 with us, is now going to do GB3, and Tom is involved with our young racing driver program.
So more private teams, private customers this season. We've reduced the number of factory cars. The key reason for that is that the prizes up for grabs are, at our level of racing in the UK, are unprecedented. So the owner of the winning R1 wins another R1, and that's drawn in some really competitive teams and drivers into the series, which you can just see it up and down the paddock. The difference from last season to this season is we did 2 races in one day last season and qualifying. The format is 2-day race weekend, 1 hour on Saturday, 1 hour on the Sunday.
Last year it was scary, wasn't it? Because you had everyone expecting me to, I don't know, maybe not do so well, and now this year I feel like we've proved myself a little bit. Not quite as nervous now. And I've got Gordie alongside me to tell when I'm doing stuff stupid. So it's most of the time, to be fair.
The first qualifying session for the season, and obviously we want to do as well as we can in all the sessions, but first one, you want to start as you mean to go on.
Qualifying's an interesting system. It's the average of the 2 drivers' times, so there's nowhere to hide, so I'm out first, see what the conditions are like, and then Chippy will go out afterwards and hopefully moves up the field.
Yeah, it's pretty damp from the rain last night, so I'm hoping it will dry this morning in time for qualifying. We'll see how we get on.
Going well so far, so we've got all the amateurs out first stint, and then the pros go out second stint, and it's the aggregated times of the
2. 3 seconds off.
A little bit of a tricky qualifying because it was a bit damp. The number 29 car, we're on P3, and the number 77 car's on P4, so we're occupying the second row. It's not exactly where we want to be. Obviously we want them on the front row, but it's first round for the team running both cars. It's not too bad.
Qualifying session for us in the first session there. Not really sure where we are now, but we're just focused on trying to make sure the car's exactly right for the race and it doesn't happen again. Long season, and first race is always a bit crazy in any championship. It's really about just getting some points on the board and making sure that we're there at the end.
Just had a qualifying session, first one of the year. Started out on wets, Jay went first, and every lap was getting faster, but he's still learning the ropes. Then it was my turn to jump in, running the fastest until the end, and I missed pole position by about 3/10 on a lap I got blocked on. So combined times don't look so impressive. We are starting last.
So I think we're starting like a P10 or something, which for what I hear on the radio, Gordie ain't too pleased.
We've got pole, which our first run here, first run in the car really. We got the car literally a few weeks ago. Whether it transpires that we'll be as quick in the dry or not, who knows, we'll wait and see. We've got an hour and a bit to find out.
Well, we got pole, which was great, so Rob's obviously lightning quick, and I managed to kind of be within a second and a half.
And the pack is unleashed. Here we go. Praga Cup race 1, and already a bit of jockeying for position in the midfield, the back of the field there. Ben Collins trying to make a move up the inside. Westmail takes second place. Side by side and banging wheels there. Ben Collins. Here's the battle for the lead. Chippy Westmail closing in on Rob Weldon.
Scott Mitchell's got a problem already. And have we had a change there while we were in the pits? Yes, we have. Chris Mail has taken over in front of the field. Ben Collins second. Rob Weldon is down to third, and he's got Gordie Mutch right on his tail, so it's all change.
Right, come on, mate. Head down, catch him, come on.
It's been a good stint from Gordie. Started P9 up to P3, so
that ready was fine.
Trying to hold back Gordie Mutch into Stowe. Mutch straight round the outside though. That is the Mitchell Charles Hall car. It's back on track.
Is there any? Is it happening anywhere? Is there anything you can do?
I think we've got issues at the moment. Is it issues still with the steering wheel? Maybe it'll fix itself.
Alex Capadia. So the number one car is starting to move up now. He must have been delayed on the opening lap. We didn't quite see. We seem to have lost the 85 car of Ben Collins. That's a great shame as it had come through from the back of the grid. So Collins has had a problem somewhere.
Ben's had a crash. No idea where. All we know is the car's retired. Race is finished.
So we're coming up towards half distance. The gap is down to 0.9 of a second. Personal best for Gordie Mutch that time through.
We're half a second quicker than anybody else on track. Go on.
Padia up into third place.
Just gone fastest, 57.4.
Just over 4 minutes until the pit window does open.
Move that display on that.
Just had notification through on the timing screen. Car 87 has got a stop-go penalty.
Okay, pit stop was 1:59.57.
What? Jimmy, we were less than half a second under the pit stop window. We've got a stop and go penalty of 1 second, mate.
The 87 car, is it coming into the pits? It is coming into the pits. There's yellow flags out around the circuits. I'm wondering if we're about to go safety car. Oh, the 29 has now stopped. That's Dan Gore. Now what has happened there? Suddenly come to a stop on the entry to Stowe Corner.
Just keep going if you can. Safety car is in call.
Safety car still circulates. There's been plenty of action in this first ever Praga Cup UK race. We've got just over 10 minutes of it to go. Back underway, and your leader is the number one car of Richard Wells. There is 87 of Jimmy Broadbent, trying to chase his way through from the back of the field, while Ben Stone at the inside will try and take the lead into Stowe Corner. He does so, and following him through is Alex Connor. Wells has gone down from first to third, loses 2 places. 6 cars line astern on this restart. Oh, and a spin there, round goes Richard Wells. Car number 1 loses it at Abbey into the gravel, just on the edge of the gravel trap there.
You can get out, you can get out, you can get out.
No, I can't, I don't.
28 rather in third. Jimmy Broadbent is back up to 4th.
Safety car is out again now.
That's because of Richard Wells' stranded car. Waiting to see whether this race could get finished under the safety car, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they'll finish in the safety car. They won't win.
There is the checkered flag. The safety car leads them home. Car 86 of Hanning and Connor takes the win.
Amazing. I mean, it was just great to have got the first race ever of the One Make Praga Cup out of the way. It's quite a lot happened, but a really interesting group of guys on the podium. So the winning guys from the Arden team who are joining us this season, it's great to see them. And then customers filling the other 2 spots. So Ben Stone and Jack Tomlin bringing the cars home. So yeah, really pleased and looking forward to tomorrow, the next race.
Pretty rotten about it, but obviously damaged the car and couldn't get Jay in. So tomorrow Jay's starting, so at least he gets to drive this time, and I'll behave myself and bring it home.
refresher just to break the barrier, literally just jumping out of bed and straight into the car. I put a baseline in, I think we're going to get miles in and try bring him up to, well, as close to my speed as possible.
I'll be the first to admit I feel a bit green for having not really driven the car in a race situation for 6 months, 5-6 months. So there's a couple of things I was doing yesterday in the high speed sections that was causing me a lot of problems. So doing stuff like this, just I guess free track time, isn't it? And when the model's as accurate as this is, can't really ask for something better really. And a real testament to it, Tommy did a 55.9 in the dry yesterday. He comes on the sim and does a 55.9 in the sim too. Try and replicate it out on the track.
Sunday, race 2. That's the first time doing this format where it's been like a 3-day weekend, so actually starting to feel like the effects of being racing for a couple of days. So I'm going for the caffeine strategy, which is time-tested solution to that problem, and should be good for qualifying, which is not too far away.
Our car is mega in the wet. We've obviously hit a bit of a sweet spot with it. Stick it on pole by 200s. We'll take it 2 out of 2 so far. We'd like to keep it that way, see if we can keep the momentum going.
Matt, feeling good?
Yeah, alright, I'm happy it's dry now.
Yeah, is it dry? Yeah, that's good. That's good. How were you going out on qualifying?
Not great, mate.
Really?
Not great. I mean,
What, just felt?
It's okay, it's not much, like, no confidence.
Yeah, okay.
So I just really struggled to get the tyres to where they need to be, and then we made the wrong call trying to go to slicks, so...
Oh, really?
Basically,
Did Gordie go on slicks?
He did, he couldn't get it working though.
Yeah, Ben did the same. I think we just had to test those slicks out though.
Yeah, actually give it a go, but it didn't work out. But I've got to go eat, so I've got to get in the
Yeah,
car
mate,
first,
do it,
so,
yeah. I'll catch you before the race anyway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gents. It is race 2 of the weekend for the Praga Cup. Plenty of action and incident in yesterday's first race. Ben Stone will lead them up towards the lights, and we're underway. Chip Wells, who's got up into second position in the number 1 car. Look at the way that Sir Charles Hall is coming through in the 77. He started from the back row of the grid. He's gone second as they go into Stowe Corner. Goodness gracious. Comes third, and the leaders goes way wide there. Must be very slippery there through the field. It's the 77 of Charles Hall that has gone to the front ahead of Ben Stone. Looking very slippery out there indeed. Fourth looks like it is now headed by Jimmy Broadbent. Oh, and a spin there. Now who's that? Is that Broadbent that's gone? He's getting more and more slippery out there. Looks like the rain could be coming down again here at Silverstone. There's the 85, Jay Morton. He's tiptoeing his way round, and he's going to spin it coming out of Beckett's. Round goes Jay Morton. Well, 6 points, naught for artistic interpretation.
Do you think it's wet? Jimmy, this is Luke. Are you fine on slicks?
At one side of the track it's raining a fair bit, so he's struggling on the slick tyres.
Boxing this lap.
There is the 85, that's Jay Morton in the pits. Jimmy Broadbent in as well. Wet tyres going on.
Shit. Should have stayed out in slick. I don't know, there's a few cars going off and I don't know, it started like showering, but in reality it's probably just a fucking shower, so yeah. I came in and put wets on, which ideally I should have just fucking stayed out and grizzed it out because the track's dry now. 10 seconds! 3, 2, 1, go!
I'm not quick enough to, in those conditions, to keep the heat in the tyres, and once they go, that's the end of it. So you have to go onto wets, otherwise you're spinning around, and I spun twice. Better that than a broken car.
I think nearly everybody is on slicks, and they're all... The 87 car 2 laps down in 7th place after its earlier stop. Made 2 pit stops as opposed to 1 for all of the top 6. Just twitching their way around. Look at this, Charles Hall is finding it impossible to put any power down there.
Make this last flying lap, Charles. Last flying lap.
starboard. Away he goes.
Excited, nervous, fingers crossed we bring it home.
Scott Mittel is heading for victory, shared with Charles Hall, who made a great start.
It's 32 seconds stop, 17 minutes remaining.
There's Chippy Vesmail, and he's just done the fastest lap of the race, 1:55.904. He's trying to catch Rob Weldon for second place, but he's 27.3 seconds down. I think he'll run out of time to do so. Good race for Mittel cars. Their cars are first and third. Split by number 4 of Raw Motorsport. It's the 85, Ben Collins. It's a Works Praga. He's in 8th place, 3 laps down. 1:57.2 for Weldon. So he's taking another couple of... that's the 87 car in. That's the Broadbent and Mutch car. It looks like that's down on the right rear corner.
I mean, I'm not quite sure. I just saw Gordie come in. One of the corners on the left is broken suspension. Looks like, I'm not sure if he's gone off and it's happened, or that's just broken and he's gone off. Now he's staying in the car, because even if he were staying in the pit lane and finishing in 8th place, if he crawled it down to Parc Fermé, we still get points. So if he gets out of the car, we don't get the points. So he's got to sit in the car now for the rest of the race and drag it down to Parc Fermé. Not what we wanted.
Here comes our leader down towards Brooklands. What will be the final time? They are going to win the second race of this inaugural Praga Cup UK weekend.
He'll be here in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. But third will do nicely. Come on, boy.
Yes. Come on, lad. Superstar!
We managed to come away with a 1-3 for the team, so me and Charles won the race, and Chippy and Dan came away with the P3. So Charles did all the hard work, so all credit to him, to be honest. Yeah, he did a brilliant. After the little mistake from him in qualifying, absolutely made up for in the race. Started at the back, pushed through from the front. Bit of damp weather, which really helped him. He's got some real good feel in the damp. Yeah, terrible Saturday, but a really good Sunday.
Yeah, good.